Balitang tunay na may ebidensya. Itutuwid ang balitang mali. Mga fake news. Yung mga balitang walang pinagbabasihan. Kaya makinig na kayo at magkomento at ating pag-usapan. Pinapakinggan ang opinyon mo at ito'y nirespeto. Tayo'y magtalakayan at may kantahan dito. Pantay-pantay tayo lahat kay Tatay Jack. Tatay Jack First Channel. First Channel. Nagmamahal loyalista ating Pangulo. Para sa bayan nito. Minamahal ni Tatay Jack ang bayang Pilipino. Kaya halina kayo. Mag-subscribe na at mag-bell all para sa susunod. Dapat malaman nyo. Ang balitang tunay sa ating bansang Pilipinas. Ating nakahanap muna. Loyalist at nagmamahal sa ating mga Pilipino. Kaya tinutuwid ang balitang mali. Mga fake news. Kaya mag-umento na at magtanongay. Pantay-pantay tayo dito. Pinapakinggan ang opinyon mo at respeto. Tayo pinagbabasihan dito. At may kantahan pa. Kantahan dyan. Tabay dyan.
Hello. Magandang umaga, magandang tanghali, magandang hapon, magandang hapting gabi. Kung saan man kayo naroon. You must be wondering bakit ako naka-mask. Hindi ako gumagaya kay Benda Rubal. It so happens that I lost my front teeth. Kaya bungi ako ngayon. Ayaw akong pag-vlogin ng direktora na bungi ako. So, siguro mga 6 months akong ganito. Kasi I have to accumulate the funds in order to makabili ng postizo siguro. Okay. So, mga 6 months na mag-test na lang po tayo. At saka pala, twice a week na lang po ang aking vlog. Itong Tuesday, Wednesday na yan sa Pilipinas, at saka Friday po. Tuesdays and Fridays po. Twice a week na lang po, hindi na everyday. So, kung magpupunta kayo sa channel ko, wala yatang notification, naka-shadow ban na naman ako. Kaya, same time slot po ang aking live stream. So, as usual, pakinggan muna natin ang aking deklarasyon. Okay. Pakibasa lang po. Okay, pagbasa lang po. Hindi ko yan.
Family. Higit sa lahat, loyalista ako ng bansa natin, Luzon, Visayas at Mindanao. Hindi magbabago ang pagiging loyalista ko dahil sa pagpalit ng ihip ng hangin. Pasensya na po kung iba ang pananaw ninyo sa pananaw ko. Magdiskusyon tayo ng may respeto at magalang sa isa't isa. Salamat po. To all my members. My preferred members are Judy Basco, Judy CB, JNL Opinions, J Ferns, J Dixon. Maraming salamat.
Okay, bati mo yung mga nandito muna sa ako na lang babati. So, ang unang pumasok pa po ay si Kuya Bird Vlogs, si Redwan, matalik kong kaibigan, si Caitlin, fans ni Sir Buds po yan, si Yuli Benoya, bagong kong kaibigan sa Facebook, si Eko, parating nandito yan, and saka Steven Jewel. I will visit your channel later on. Okay. I'm so glad that you're back. Giving me a thumbs up. So Red One, binabati po si Direktora, si Kufad, si Enrique Orhe, bago kong kaibigan yan. Yata. Okay.
And Miss Butterfly.
Miss Butterfly. Miss Butterfly, sinagot ko na yung sabi mong hindi po tumatahimik po si Pbbm. Balikan mo yung LS ko nung isang araw. Nandun ang sagot ko sa iyo. Ayoko lang magpagtalo na walang resibo po. Ayoko po. So, I'm glad you're back. I welcome all negative comments. Just lang, wag na lang tayong magtalo kung puro opinion lang parati ang isinasangkalan natin. Let's wait for the resibo. And I gave you a resibo on the last time sa LS ko. Wala ka lang. It was for your benefit. Okay. Pagbasam na po tayo. So, Kasama, can you read it?
Yeah. Can you make it bigger?
Yes.
Marcos Duterte call on Filipinos to welcome 2024 with optimism.
Okay.
By Jeanette I. Andrade.
Okay.
Jerome Anning, Kriksha Subing. Philippine Daily Inquirer, 5:30 a.m. January 1, 2024.
Sandali lang po. Ito po ay mensahe po ng ating mahal na presidente at saka mahal na vice presidente. Wala tayong komento rito. Okay?
Manila, Philippines. President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. on Sunday joined Filipinos in welcoming the new year as he called on them to embody the spirit of solidarity and to keep on contributing to the country's development. As we welcome 2024 with great optimism, I call on every Filipino from every corner of the world to contribute to the future of our beloved motherland. Let us embody the spirit of solidarity through acts of kindness, volunteerism, and compassion, knowing that each of us is a catalyst for a country's meaningful social transformation, the President said in his New Year's message.
Ang importante rito, tayo daw ay magkaroon ng kindness, volunteerism, compassion sa isa't isa. Maganda po ang mensahe ng ating Pangulo. Okay. Kindness.
Vice
Even-
President
Okay.
Sara Duterte wished Filipinos a positive and progressive view in life, to greet 2024, praying for a more comfortable, peaceful, and sturdy life for all, and hoped that the new year could serve as an opportunity to deepen, strengthen, and broaden our unity as a country. The year 2023 has been a colorful year for our country and for the world. There have been many stories of triumph, challenges, and hope. But as Filipinos, we remained strong and sturdy, she said. It's why our vision for the future couldn't be clearer. We want to continue offering selfless and honest service. May each and every one of us have renewed hope, strength, and firm determination to keep working hard and to unite for the betterment of each Filipino, she added.
Okay. Sandali lang po. Ang panawagan po ng ating mahal na Vice Presidente ay mag-unite tayo for the betterment of our of each Filipino. Okay. And then broaden our unity as a country. Bakit panawagan ng ating mahal na Pangulo at saka ating mahal na Vice Presidente na mag-unite tayo ay hindi natin po pinakikinggan. Pilit natin silang pinag-aaway. Hindi ko matanto kung bakit. Ano ang dahilan? Yung dalawang inuidolo natin ay nananawagan na mag-unite po ang bansa natin. Hindi ko maintindihan talaga kung bakit tayo pilit na pinag-aaway yung dalawa. Pilit nating pinipilit ang bansa natin na may mailin na kung sino ang papanigan, kung papanig tayo sa kay Pbbm o kay BP Sara. Hindi ba pwedeng silang dalawa ang ating suportahan po? Yan din ang panawagan ng ating mahal na Pangulo at saka mahal na Presidente. Hindi ko nga maintindihan. Up to now, I am befuddled by this sentiment of most of our countrymen nowadays. Okay. Sabi niya, ulitin niya.
Challenges, triumphs. Marcos also called on the public to take the opportunity to reflect on the achievements and lessons of the previous year and face the new one with unity.
Okay, pinanggitan naman nating presidente ang unity. Pero yung mga PBBM vloggers ay at sa mga DDS vloggers ay hindi po they do not follow his advice, nor do they follow the advice of Vice President Sara Duterte. Kanya-kanya sila. Yung dalawang namumuno sa atin ay are preaching the word unity po. Bakit? Pilit natin silang pinag-aaway. Okay.
As a nation, we bid farewell to the challenges and triumphs of the past year and embrace a new dawn of opportunity and hope that heralds another fresh start for all. Indeed, every new beginning allows us to reflect on what we have accomplished, move forward with the lessons we have learned, and reinforce the unity we have forged as a people, he said. Bongbong Marcos calls for solidarity, optimism in New Year's message.
Okay, solidarity ulit. Ano ibig sabihin ng solidarity? Unity, solid. Hindi po tayo magkakawatak-watak. At yun, kung hindi tayo magkakawatak-watak, magiging tagumpay ang pag-govern ni PBBM at saka ikauunlad na ating bayan. Sa palagay niyo ba, ang patuloy nating trying to divide both the Vice President and the president, is it doing good for our country? Yun ang tanong ko. Kinapratin yung inatake ang mga Duterte at saka yung mga pro-Duterte, pratin naman ngayong inatake si Pbbm. Nakakabuti po ba yan sa bansa? Ang tanong ko, kayo na ang humusga kung nakakabuti po yan sa bansa. Okay, ito po. Yung mga sasabing wala pong ginagawa si Presidente BBM, wala siyang proyektong program. Hindi po, mayroong programa. May mga elementong sa budget na unprogram na hindi sinasang-ayunan ni na Edsel Lagman at saka ni Coco Pimentel. Agree ako po sa suhestyon ng dalawang minority. Tama po sila. Dapat ang Korte Suprema ng Pilipinas ay magsabi na lang kung ano ang kanilang interpretasyon. Until then, let's not decide on who is right and who is wrong. Let's wait for the decision of the Supreme Court to give us proper guidance as to the constitutionality of the unprogrammed budget po. Sa aking pananaw, it's okay kung ang unprogrammed budget ay nandyan kasi there will be projects that will crop up during the year. Kaya lang kung sinabi ng Korte Suprema na hindi po pwede yan, we shall abide by the rule of the Supreme Court. Hindi ba po natin pangunahan ang sasabihin ng Supreme Court? Okay. So ito po, basahin natin ang bumbo.
SSTV Teresilin is here.
Nandito ang kapamilya SSTV po.
Approval of 8.7 trillion pesos in infrastructure flagship projects, ensuring food security, job generation among NEDA's 2023 accomplishments.
Okay,
December 31, 2023, Gov.ph.
Importante po yung figure na 8.7 trillion. So pag-analyze po, ang budget lang po natin is 5.7. Bakit 8.7 po? Kasi long-term projects po yan. Hindi all of those are not going to be paid during the year po. Yan ang ibig sabihin yan kung marunong kang mag-analyze po. Pero may programa po ang gobyerno. Hindi lang yung 5.7 trillion na budget is going to pay for the 8.7 trillion infrastructure flagship projects. Nakikita niyo ba? Ang proper analysis ng balita. Okay.
The National Economic and Development Authority, or NEDA, reported major accomplishments this year.
Hello?
Yeah? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, you proceed. The National...
Why were you saying hello then?
Yeah,
Okay. Reported major accomplishments this year, such as pushing for the approval of 197 infrastructure flagship projects amounting to 8.7 trillion pesos, ensuring food security and carrying out sound economic policies, which contributed to significant socio-economic development of the country. Among its initiatives include the government's continued implementation of timely strategies to manage food commodity prices, protect the purchasing power of Filipino families, and supporting the most vulnerable sector through targeted subsidies. According to NEDA,
sandali. Ang targeted subsidies po, yan yung ayuda So kasali na po sa budget yan. Kaya lang, sa 500 billion na ayuda, ay sobra naman po yata yun. Yan ang kini-question ko. Pero ang kasali sa pulisiya ng gobyerno natin ay ang pagbibigay ng ayuda sa mga ating mga mahihirap na kababayan. Kaya lang, ang 500 billion po, tulad ng ikino-complain ng aking mga kaibigan, ay sobrang-sobra po. Maaari po bang bawasan nyo ng konti? Kasi kung ang masyadong malaki ang ibibigay nating ayuda, ay maging dependent na po ang mga taong bayan na sa ayuda. Wala na silang incentive na magtrabaho for themselves. Yan po ang negative effect ng ayuda. Kaya yung 500 billion po na inilagay ng Kongreso as part of the ayuda ay tutol po ako riyon. Maganda ang hangarin pero sobra-sobra po. Nung panahon ni Presidente Duterte, about 200 billion lang yata ang ayuda, ay may pandemya pa noon. Kaya bakit sobrang laki? Gagamitin ba nila sa politika para mapamahal sila sa tao? At saka ang sama pa po ng sobrang bigyan ng ayuda, it will cause inflation. That is the story here in the United States. They gave so much stimulus checks sa amin na it contributed to an oversupply of money, and consequently po nagkaroon po ng too much money for limited goods. Ang nangyari, if you have too much money for limited supply of goods, siyempre magtataasan po ang presyo, and that caused a worldwide trend na inflation po, which up to now po ay trying to be controlled by most countries. So, isang warning ko po sa gobyerno ni Pbbm, too much ayuda is not good. It's good that you are trying to help po ang sambayanan nating mahihirap. Pero kung sobra-sobra naman ang ibibigay mo sa kanila, baka wala nang insentibo para magtrabaho sila. Mag-aantala na lang ng ayuda. Okay. Proceed.
Roger Evans is here. Okay, according to NEDA, the continued implementation of Executive 10 has made significant impact on managing food inflation by reducing the most favored nation MFN tariff rates for key commodities such as rice, pork, and corn. The suspension of the collection
Ito
of...
po, sandali ng direktora. Ito po, isang suggestion ko na was followed po by the administration. Did you remember this? Mga dati ko pong manunood dito, isinadjust ko yan. I-suspend po yung pass-through fees. Ano yung pass-through fees po? Yung collection po sa express toll highway. Because it adds to the cost of the food products being transported from the provinces to Manila. Ito po ay sinunod ng ating gobyerno. Hindi po ako...
you're making it sound as if they're listening to you.
No. I am saying that yung aking suggestion aligns siguro sa mga konsepto ng mga economic planners.
That's much better.
Ang konsepto ko is aligned with the economic planners. At iyan po ay sinang-ayunan po ng presidente. Okay.
The suspension of the collection of pass-through fees helped reduce the cost of transporting goods across the country, and the increased allocation for research and development, or R&D, for agriculture, forestry, and Fisheries, or AFF, is seen to increase agricultural productivity. The Rice Competitiveness Enhancement Fund, or RCEF, aided Filipino farmers in improving their farm yield for the 3 quarters of 2023, increasing to 4.19 metric tons per hectare from 4.14 metric tons per hectare for the same period in 2022. And to manage inflation, NEDA said President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. established the Interagency Committee on Inflation and Market Outlook to provide timely and relevant policy advice on inflation.
Sandali. So right now, it is controlled po. So inflation po, based on the recent data po, ay 4.1 inflation. From the 7 point something past 2 months, it became 4.1% inflation po due to the good management of the economic planners po. Okay. So yan po ang isa pang achievement ng ating presidente. Okay.
And to manage inflation, NEDA said President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. established the Interagency Committee on Inflation and Market Outlook to provide timely and relevant policy advice on inflation. With regard to infrastructure development, the NEDA board, chaired by the president, approved a total of 197 infrastructure flagship projects amounting to 8.7 trillion pesos in 2023 as part of the administration's Better Build More infrastructure program. With more highways, bridges, airports, railways, ports, and telecommunications, the country aims to significantly reduce the cost of doing business. This will further expand market opportunities for especially for micro, small, and medium enterprises, otherwise known as MSMEs, and promote high-quality job creation and innovation, the agency said. Through good stewardship, NEDA said the administration made inroads in generating more jobs for Filipinos, with the latest labor statistics indicating unemployment and underemployment decreasing to 4.2% and 11.7% respectively in October 2023.
Sandali. May comment po rito si Red One.
Red One. Okay. Contradictory ang agenda ng pagbibigay ng ayuda considered na mataas ang employment ngayon.
May tama si Red One din. Kasi sabi ko nga, sobra-sobra yung 500 billion. Kasi mataas na employment rate. Tama po yan, Red One. Pero may hindi po rin natin may kakaila na may mga nangangailangan Pilipino na mahihirap na kailangang bigyan ng ayuda. Pero hindi nun dapat ganun kataas po. Okay. I give you the first medal, Red One.
Victima 147 is here.
Yeah, thank you, Victima.
Moving forward, NEDA said the Marcos administration remains committed to fostering job-generating investments from the private sector, enhancing human capital, and ramping up social and physical infrastructure to improve employment prospects and create more high-quality jobs. In 2023, NEDA also played an active role in launching and passing several regulatory reforms and strategies to propel the economy further towards inclusive and sustainable growth.
Ito yung, sandali, ito yung sinasabi ni Speaker na kailangan daw ng tsa-tsa. Nakalagay na dyan, passing several regulatory reforms. Pwede naman pala na ang mga economic provisions ay pwedeng ipapasa regulatory reforms. Bakit kailangan natin ng tsa-tsa for that purpose only? Kaduda-duda ang purpose ng paglalagay na pag-propose ng tsa-tsa for that purpose alone. Ever since, kung yan ang purpose lang po, pwede pong gumawa ng batas at then ipa-referendum po natin. Yan po matagal ko nang sinasabi. Ito, sila mismo, mga economic planners natin, nagsabi, passing several regulatory reforms. Dito po, hindi ako nag-iimbento ng aking sinasabi. Always with resibo. Okay.
Where did I stop? In 2023 or among?
Among na lang.
Among these measures include the Philippine Development Plan 2023 to 2028 and the National Innovation Agenda and Strategy Document for 2023 to 2032. The country's participation to the Regional Comprehensive Economic Partnership Trade Agreement, the issuance of the IRR for the amendments to the Public Service Act and the Digital Workforce Competitiveness Act and the enactment of the Public-Private Partnership Code, PND.
Okay. Itong isa pang masalimut na issue ngayon yung pagbabayad ng utang na pinapalaki ng mga Pbbm vloggers na hindi yata marunong mag-analyze ng news. Pbbm vlogger po ako, pero dapat ay maging patas lang. Ibig mo sabihin, si Pbbm lang ang nakaisip na magbayad ng program payment. Ang program payment po, sabi ko, ay installment payment ng previous utang po natin. Hindi po binabayaran ang inutang ng isang presidente for that year. Kaya ang lalaki ng channel nila, di naman yata marunong mag-analyze. Ito pang patunay sa resibo ulit ito. Hindi ko po iniimbento ang aking mga sinasabi. Ito yung resibo. I asked the web, ay pakita ko sa inyo yung tanong ko. Ayan.
I asked the web this question: how much program debt payment was paid in 2021? Here is the answer. Debt payments near 1 trillion pesos end of September by Chino S. Leco. Philippine debt payments near 1 trillion pesos end of September. November 14, 2021, 12 p.m. Debt payments by the Philippine government were nearing the 1 trillion peso mark in the first 9 months of the year due to higher interest and principal payments.
Di ba? Yan ang sinabi ko, that 1.478 trillion payments made by the Pbbm administration composed of the principal and the interest of the previous utang natin. Yan. During the time of President Duterte, ay ganyan din ang ginawa. It's not uncommon po. It is the duty of the sitting president to pay for the program debt. The program debt is the scheduled payment po yan. Hindi po yan extraordinary. So, pinalalaki niya na parang si Presidente Pbbm lang ang may nakagawa niyan. Hindi po. Ito po ang katunayan ng aking sinasabi. Tinanong ko sa web, nakita niyo yan. Gusto niyo sandali lang po.
Okay, Winsel Pisces, Carissa, my aswang ka BF are here.
My SSTV family are here to support me po. Okay. Ito po ang tanong. Baka kala niyo nambobola ako. Okay. Sandali lang po.
Do you want me to read what you have on here?
No. Ipapakita ko lang yung tanong ko. Okay. Sandali lang po.
Roger Evans says 1.2 trillion debt payment and 60 billion in amortization to be exact noong 2021.
Okay, ito po yung mabasa niyo po dyan. Ang tanong ko, baka sabihin niyo nambobola ako. Nakikita mo yan? How much?
How much program debt was paid by the Duterte administration in 2021?
Ang sagot?
1.79 trillion pesos, of which that's for okay, by 2021 the Duterte administration's debt service payment, both principal and interest, will hit 1.79 trillion pesos, of which 1.39 trillion pesos will be for domestic obligations and 402.04 billion pesos to foreign lenders.
Okay. So, kita niyo, tinanong ko talaga. Hindi ako nambobol sa inyo when I say something po. So, balik tayo.
Okay, sabi ni Roger Evans, at may pandemic pa at that time.
Yeah,
mas mataas pa ang binayaran pala ni Fprrd kesa sa pinagmamalaki nila. Sorry to say.
Nga. Huwag niyang magkakabisuhan kasi pag mali-mali ang analysis po. Yeah, I am so disappointed. Nagkakandalaki-lakihan ng mga channels nila. Mali naman ang analysis. Ang problema, yung mga viewers nila naniniwala po sa kanila. Ito po ang resibo na hindi po tama ang kanilang analysis. Ang maliit na channel ni Tatay Jack Purse is providing you with the correct answer po. Okay.
Debt payments by the Philippine government were nearing the 1 peso trillion mark in the first 9 months of the year due to higher interest and principal payments. Interest payments rose 8% to 339.35 billion pesos at the end of September 2021 from 312.97 billion pesos a year earlier. Of the total, domestic and foreign interest payments reached 259.68 billion pesos and 81.73 billion pesos respectively. Payment of the principal also jumped 19% from 624.51 billion pesos in the first 3 quarters from 521.74 billion pesos last year, consisting of domestic payments of 405.4 billion pesos and foreign payments of 219.11 billion pesos. The end September debt payments account for 53.8% of the 1.79 trillion peso program for the full year of 2021, of which 1.39 trillion pesos is earmarked for domestic debt, while the remaining 402 billion pesos is for foreign creditors.
Roger Evans is another medalist for today. He made the correct observation. Okay. So, ito po patunay, maski maliit yung channel ko, binibigyan ko kayo ng correct analysis po. Ewan ko kung sabi nyo, mali ang analysis ko at maniniwala po kayo sa naglalaki ang channel, ay nasa sa inyo yan. Karapatan nyo yan, maniwala sa kanya. Pero ito po, nagpo-provide po ang Tatay Jack First Channel ng resibo. Hindi ko po iniimbento ang aking argumento. Okay.
November 14, 2021. Payment was made by Duterte administration in 2021. Here is the answer. 1.79 trillion pesos.
Nabasa mo na yun?
Yep.
Okay. Ito. Recent survey po. Number one si former President Rodrigo Duterte sa survey po. At saka ang mga kaalyado po niya ay nakapasok lahat halos. Samantalang ang kaalyado ni Speaker Martin Romualdez na isa, si Erwin Tulfo, ay bumagsak from being number one to a lower position. We shall find out later. Ano ang ibig, kung marunong ka mag-analyze po, anong ibig sabihin po nito? Ang ibig sabihin nito, despite na mahigit na isang taon na yatang, o mag-iisang taon nang paninira sa mga Duterte, hindi pa rin nagkakaipa-apekto na pabunguhin si Speaker Martin Romualdez. Kaya siguro, nag-iisip si Speaker Martin Romualdez ng tsa-tsa. Sa ginawa na niyang lahat, ginawa na ng maaliporis niya lahat para siraan ang mga Duterte. Pero sa survey po, in the absence of any other survey, and the Publico survey survey firm is a reputable survey firm, then you should believe the survey. Okay. Anong ibig sabihin ulit? Number one, si President Rodrigo Duterte. Kailangan, if I am a good politician po, ay mababahala na ako. Sobrang na binabayad ko sa mga vloggers, di umano binabayaran ng 20 mil, 30 mil. That needs to be proven though. Pero wala pa rin epekto. Araw-araw na lang na sa awa ng Diyos na binabati ko sa mga Duterte. Pero bakit sa survey po lumalabas na number one si President Rodrigo Duterte. At ang nakapasok sila, Bato de la Rosa, Bongo, Cynthia Cayetano, sino pa? Si Gibuti Bodoro, nakalyado ni Vice President Sara Duterte. Sino lang nakapasok? Si Erwin Tulfo. Ang nakakabahala pa, ay nakapasok tuloy ang sila Leni Robredo, Senator Panfilo Lacson, at saka si Isko Dumaguso. Bakit hindi sa mga kaalyado ni Speaker Martin Romualdez ay isa lang ang pumasok? Nagtataka ako. Dapat suriin ng mga vloggers na ito kung tama ang kanilang ginagawa. So, this early to promote Speaker Romualdez for the presidency in 2028 proves that your efforts are an exercise in futility. Kaso hindi kayo maniwala sa analysis ko. Noon ko pa sinasabi. Matigas ang ulo ninyo karapatan nyo yan na maging matigas ang yung ulo. Matigas. Walang nangyayari.
Okay, Shan Garcia is here.
Oh.
The person needs a jacket.
I can give a jacket because
Okay,
I don't.
sabihin mo afterwards na lang. Roger Evans has a comment or a couple comments. Madami na naman maiinis sa maliit na channel natin, Tatay Jack, sa revelation mo. Hehehe, sabi niya. Uy, meron din nag-vlog niyan, Tay Jack. Hindi raw kasama si Duterte sa lista ng top senatorial slate kasi hindi sinama ng pahayag si Fprrd sa listahan. Tapos hahaha.
Nandito ang ebidensya. Dalawa. Manila Times at saka Manila Standard na pag-aari po ni Speaker Martin Romualdez. Sino ba may-ari ng Manila Standard? Si Speaker Martin Romualdez ay may-ari. Hindi nila maikakaila ang ayun ko. Yan ang sinasabi. If you are close-minded because of your biases, hindi ka na maniniwala sa mga news. Ang sabi ko nga, huwag kayong maniniwala sa video unless it is substantiated or validated by the print media. Kasi madaling gawan ng istorya sa video. Pero ang print media is more controlled. They have what we call the publisher who has to take care of everything that is being printed. Otherwise, they'll get in trouble. Yung mga individual na video po, ay wala po silang pakialam. Pare, kinasuhan mo na, sisikat pa yan. Pero iba kasi ang print media. That's why I've always said, don't rely on individual videos po. Tulad ng minsan, yung UNTV, may pinalabas, wala pa rin nangyayari ngayon. Tulad ng minsan, may nagpapalabas sa mapapalayas na si Pbbm, wala pa rin mangyayari ngayon. Bakit tayo naniniwala sa mga sabi-sabi ng mga videos na hindi naman substantiated or validated by the print media? Ayan ang tanong ko. Matatalino naman tayo. Matatalino naman kayo. Parati na lang ba kayong pagugoyo sa mga sasabi-sabi ng mga vloggers na wala namang ebidensya? Let your decision be based doon sa validation of the print media coupled with the videos. Okay.
Virgilio VG Villanueva is here. SSTV Risa G is also here. Tapos may comment si Red One, sabi niya, sino si Cynthia Cayetano, Tay Jack?
Ay, ewan ko. Pia! Sorry. Sorry. I stand corrected ko. Sorry po, Red One. Pia Cayetano. Because Cayetano is Caliado because her brother was a katandem po ni Pprrd when he ran. Okay.
Tapos sabi ni Red One, hindi sila naniniwala sa survey dahil hindi naman daw nagre-represent ng buong bansa ang 1,000 plus na respondents.
Okay. Yun ang
LOL.
Dito sa States, ganun din po. 1,200. Alam mo, hindi po scientific yan po. Kung magpapa-blood test ka, kailangan bang kunin lahat po ng dugo mo? Mami? Kailangan bang hugutin lahat ng dugo mo para ma-analyze yung whatever is your illness? Only a portion po. Ganyan din po sa sa survey ng mga survey forms. Yun, nung panahon po ng kampanya, tuwang-tuwa tayo na ahead po si Pbbm sa survey. Ngayon na nagpapakita na si Pprrd ay number 1 po, hindi na natin paniniwalaan. Are we selective in our in what to believe? And as a matter of fact, it is already proven that survey firms are always 95% correct if you average them. So I will admit that this is the only one survey. But if the other surveys prove that Pprd is number 1, who are we to doubt the surveys po which they conducted? Okay. Ang babala ko lang kay Speaker Martin Romualdez is, Speaker Martin Romualdez, ibahin mo na yung approach mo. Hindi pwede magpabagong ka sa bayan natin by not attacking yung mga Dutertes. Pag sabihan mo na yung mga vloggers mo at sa mga reporters mo na ceasefire muna until 2027. Pagkita mo na nagtatrabaho ka sa buong bansa, para sa buong bansa. That is the proper approach if I were the advisor po ni Speaker Martin Romualdez. Kasi magaling naman si Speaker Martin Romualdez when it comes to legislative agenda. Okay. Nandito si Inaro. Okay. I miss you, Inaro. Okay.
Okay, Nor. Yeah, so Manila Standard, December 28, 2023, 12:55 a.m. Former President Rodrigo Duterte is the top...
Directora. Sino may-ari ng Manila Standard po? Speaker Martin Romualdez. Kailan po binilita? December 28. Kailan po ginawa niyo yung survey? Ngayon, December 28 lang nila ni-report.
Okay, former President Rodrigo Duterte is the top of mind candidate of the senator for the midterm elections in 2025. A non-commissioned survey conducted by Publicus Asia Incorporated showed. The survey, conducted from November 29 to December 4, 2023, showed Duterte with a voting predisposition of 48% and a trust rating of 59%.
Sandali. Matutuwa ngayon si Inaro Stories kasi yung idol niya na si Vice President Rodrigo Duterte and then Vice President Leni Robredo ay nakapasa. Okay. Admittedly, pro Leni si Inaro Stories. Pero hindi niya kinakailayan. Okay. Pero tandaan natin, despite na paninira nila kay Presidente Duterte, mataas pa rin ang trust rating niya at saka ang predisposition. Ang kailangan mo lang para ma-elect, para sigurado ka sa pagiging senador po ay mga 28% para sigurado. 48%. Kaya nung minsan nagbibigay nga ako ng nakakalang si Direktora. Okay. Sorry,
with a margin of error of plus or minus 3%, Duterte was statistically tied in terms of voting predisposition with the ACT-CIS party list Representative Erwin Tulfo, 44%, and former vice presidential candidate and cardiologist Dr. Willie Ong. Where are you saying na pasok si Kwan?
Mamaya. Yeah.
Okay.
Former ito
Tulfo
ay
logged
tingnan mo ang sabi nila. Tied daw statistically tied daw si Tulfo, si Representative Tulfo kay PRRD. Ang layo naman. 48 at saka 44. Statistically, pero ang layo ng diferensya. Pero they are correct. They highlighted na they are statistically tied. Pero nakakalamang pa rin si Presidente Rodrigo Duterte. It's a matter of manipulating the news. So, but the fact is, before he was running, he was not considering running for the Senate. Si Tulfo ang number 1. Pero pumasok po ang dating presidente, bumagsak siya sa number 2. Di ba? Nakakapagtaka. Ibig sabihin, malakas pa rin ang hatak ng ating dating presidente. Why? Kasi siya ang pinakamataas sa lahat ng pinuno na nag-give up ng position. Siya po ang pinakamataas sa buong mundo. Ang approval rating po niya, about 85% yata or something around that figure. Yung nung si George Bush ay umalis sa pwesto, 29% lang yata ang approval rating niya. Okay.
Tulfo logged a 44% trust rating, while Ong had 50%. Publicus said both recorded a drop in support in Mindanao.
Okay. Bakit nag-drop po? Kasi ang drop nila sa Mindanao po ay nakakontribute sa kanilang tag-drop, sa kanilang preference. Kasi saan si PRRD? Sa Mindanao, di ba? So, siyempre, pag-analyze mo, pag mga tao sa Mindanao, ay hindi na, maski bilib sila kay Ong at saka kay Dr. Ong at saka kay former Secretary Erwin Tulfo, ay siyempre, magtatampo yan. Ma-affectuan po yan ang kanilang popularity. Kasi taga Mindanao po ang mga Duterte. Okay.
Roger Evans is asking for a jacket for Sean Garcia, but as you already said earlier, you'll have to do it afterwards.
I can do it, but you have to wait for several minutes. Okay.
Okay, while I'm reading, perhaps you could do it.
Okay.
Tulfo logged a 44. Oh, I already read that. The former president earlier warned he would be compelled to come out of retirement and run for senator if his daughter, Vice President Sara Duterte, is impeached. The younger Duterte was criticized for her past use of confidential funds and her request for 650 billion pesos under the 2024 national budget, which she later withdrew. If you do that, I'll return to politics. I will be forced to, the 78-year-old Duterte patriarch said. It's either I will run for senator or I will run for vice president if I'm old.
Ayan. Binigyan ko na.
Okay, so Sean Garcia has a jacket, supposedly. Okay, Inaro said, at tatay, VP Lenny naman po is capable, more capable than many of the present senator at present. Hehehe, maski doon sa mga nauna sa kanya sa ranking.
Okay, I'll give you a medal for that.
Okay, rounding up the top 12 as re-electionist senators, Christopher Christopher Go, 40%. Amy
Maka Duterte.
Marcos, 38.
Next.
Huh?
Sige.
38%.
Maka Duterte.
Ronald De La Rosa, 36%. Former Senate President Vicente Soto, 33%. Former Manila Mayor Francisco Domagoso and former Senator Panfilo Lacson at 31% each. Former Vice President Lenny Robredo, 27%. Defense Secretary Gilberto Teodoro Jr., 28%. And re-electionist Senator Pia Cayetano, 25%.
Okay.
The survey used purposive sampling composed of 1,500 respondents randomly drawn from the market research panel of over 200,000 Filipinos maintained by the Singapore office of Pure Spectrum, a US-based panel marketplace with multinational presence. The sample was restricted to registered Filipino voters.
Okay, yan po. So, hindi ka ba mamabahala kung ang dami mo ng ginastos, ang dami mo ng sana vloggers, ang dami mo ng ginawa para mapabango ka, pero ang mga kasamaan mo ay hindi makapasok-pasok sa national po. Kung sa Kongreso, kasi localized po yan, pwede malakas ka, Speaker Martin Romualdez. Pang pinag-uusapan natin ay when it comes to national politics po. Dito po sa survey po, ang aking madalas na sabihin, ang mga Marcos lang ay hindi, kung sila lang ang tatakbo, ay hindi makakakuha ng more than 40%. Yan na lang po. Amy Marcos is only 38% po. In my past LS, pinakita ko na sa inyo ang voting prowess of the Marcoses. 38% mo. Ay kalyado pa ni Presidente Duterte si Amy Marcos. Hindi ba kayo nagtataka? Yung mga mahuhusay na vloggers dyan, na tama ba ang analysis nyo? Samantalang ang analysis ko noon pa ay nagpapatunay na medyo yata tama po ako. Ito, hindi ko po iniimbento yan.
Clarice Hugilion is here. Tay Jack, midungalak labat, busy ni trabaho.
Busy ka. Walay kabat mo sambandar lip eh. Taga Sampabyan. Best friend ko taga Sampabyan. Okay. Pasensya na ho kayo. Kasi kapag sa nga pala, yung mga taga Bimali dyan na nanonood po. Ay, kumusta kila? Namimiss ko lang Bimali. Okay.
Sabi ni Inaro Stories, ang di ko maintindihan bakit nandyan si Roque. Sorry, also not in favor with Go and De La Rosa po.
Nandun ba si Roque?
Wala ako nakitang Roque.
Mali ka, Inaro dyan. Wala si Roque dyan.
Yeah, I didn't think I saw that too. Anyway, he says, but still for me too early. Mukhang gustong kumita ng malaki ni Tikya at ng kanyang publicus. Hehe. Okay. Red One says, problema sa ibang BBM vloggers nung panahon ng kampanya, halos makipagbardagulan para ipaglaban si Pbbm sa lahat ng service. Ngayon, fake na. Sabi
you're correct there in your analysis, Red One. Kasi nung panahon na kami, sabi ko nga, are we selective in our choice of what to believe in surveys po?
No,
Kaya
I
nga
think
sabi
it's
ko,
their agenda. I think it all boils down to agenda.
okay. Kaya nga sabihin ko, in the absence of any other service, let's first believe this, and then we average it. We average the the survey that will later come out. Tulad nun sa initial, nag-publish po yung publiko sa decrease po ng popularity rating ng both President and Bongbong Marcos. Marami yung nagduda, pero napatunayan ng subsequent surveys na tama pala ang publiko. Iba lang ang percentage. But the essence of the survey is nag-decrease po ang popularity ng PBBM at saka ni BP Sara. Wag natin let's average it po. Okay. Okay, punta tayo sa masalimuot na topic. Sabi ko sa inyo noon, ang pulisiya po ng gobyerno ay nagmumula po kay PBBM at sa kanyang mga tauhan. Kundi po nagsasalita yung mga tauhan, wala pa pong pulisiya. Kung nagsalita po ang mga tauhan ni PBBM, ay that is somewhat giving the sentiment of PBBM. Kasi hindi po magsasalita ang Secretary of Justice kung hindi po aprobado ng PBBM. Bakit tayo huhusga? Atayin natin ang sasabihin ng presidente through his Secretary of Justice. Ito po ang matagal ko nang pinagtatalunan na mahina akong mag-explain. Ito po. Balita po. Ano nakalagay po sa thumbnail ko?
Di bale, mahusay ka naman mag-analyze eh.
Hindi sila niniwala sa akin eh. Anong nasa thumbnail ko? The Philippine administration, PBBM administration, says no to ICC again. Nagsalita na po si Remulla. Remember po, noong November 24 ay sinabing pinag-aaralan. Isang buwan na po. Ibig sabihin na pag-aaral na ang Justice Department. Sino mag-aaral sa ICC issue? Di ba? Ang Justice Department. Bakit hindi niyo makuha? Bakit kayo maghuhusga na wala pa namang sinasabi ang presidente natin na papayagan na niyang mag-imbestigan ng with pahintulot ang ICC. Basahin natin na mahuli.
Respeto naman, Remulla tells ICC to notify DOJ on drug war probers. In a bold stance, Justice Secretary Remulla challenges the ICC, urging them to formally notify the DOJ about their presence in the Philippines for alleged drug war probe. Anong source mo dito?
Politiko? Okay.
Okay. And December 29, 2023.
Okay.
Despite... Okay.
Sandali, I'll tell you to when to preach. Ibig sabihin, talagang bias po ang ICC. Gumagalaw sila nang walang pahintulot ng gobyerno. Ika nga, in bold stance, Justice Secretary Remulla challenges sa ICC. Sino ang unang magcha-challenge? Siyempre, yung Justice po. Okay. Basahin natin.
Despite previous statements, Remulla reiterates that Philippine cooperation with the ICC is no longer viable after the country's withdrawal.
Kailan po naging statement niya? December 29. Kailan po yun ang statement na pinag-aaralan? November 24. Isang buwan na po pinag-aaralan. Anong conclusion? Despite the previous statement, Rimulya reiterates that the Philippine government cooperation with ICC is no longer viable. Hindi po ako nagsasabi niya. Matagal ko nang sinasabi yan sa inyo. Hindi po ako ang nagsasabi. Si Secretary Rimulya, who is speaking for President Bongbong Marcos. So lahat ng pinababalita doon sa mga videos po ay kabulastugan po. Okay.
Basically, that's the same thing.
Basahin mo lang.
Saan? Justice Rimulya, I already read that. The Rimulya, yeah. Despite previous statements, Rimulya reiterates the Philippine cooperation with the ICC is no longer viable after the country's withdrawal. Justice Secretary Jesus Crispin Rimulya said on Friday, December 29, the International Criminal Court, or ICC, should inform the government if investigators are already in the country to probe the alleged abuses in the drug war initiated by the Duterte administration. It is their responsibility and duty to make contact with the DOJ in accordance of the principles of international law, said the secretary.
Hindi ba pambabastos yan sa atin? Gusto niyo man, parating binabastos tayo? O yan na nagsasabi po. Si Justice Secretary Rimulya, respeto naman sa ating gobyerno. Kasi walang respeto talaga ang ICC. O yan, pinag-aralan nila. Habang pinag-aralan, nagbigay na ng komento si Secretary Rimulya. Hindi po viable yung pakikipag-cooperate natin sa mga ICC na hindi naman nandito na raw, sabi ni Harry Roque, na hindi naman nagpapaalam sa ating gobyerno. Okay. Rimulya pointed this out after learning the allegations ni lawyer Harry Roque, former presidential spokesman under the Duterte administration, that ICC investigators have already been in the Philippines. Ibig sabihin, kung napunta sila dito, hindi nagpaalam sa gobyerno. If they have to respect us. Sabi niya, kailangan respetuhin tayo. Tama. Anong klase kang bansa kung hindi ka magdidingo ng respect? Banana Republic pa tayo? They have to establish protocol. They have to deal with the duly constituted authorities of the country for this to happen, said the secretary. Previously, Rimulya said the cooperation with the ICC is no longer possible. Yan ulit. Bakit tayong papilit? Sasabing, nagbago na ng isip ang ating presidente. Yan po ang magpapatunay na hindi po nagbago. So, mali ba yung analysis ko nung tayo minsan ay nagdiskusyon na naggagaslight daw ako? Yan, may resibo po ako. Okay, that's the end.
Si Inaro Stories has a comment. Sabi niya, at tatay, I disagree. Nasa Rome Statute po ang proper communication and coordination on the ICC on its process. Discreet lang.
Kaya nga.
And Red One asks, so andito sa loob ang ICC? Roger Evans, huh?
Hindi,
ICC can just enter to any country without coordination with the authorities whenever they want?
kaya nga, allegation yan po ni Harry Roque. But as far as I see, as far as the government is concerned, hindi po sila nagpaalam. Discuss na natin to inalo. Kailangan magpaalam po ang ICC sa gobyerno para pahintulutan sila mag-imbestiga. Pero dito po sa news story po, hindi po sila nagpaalam. Di ba? Na-discuss na natin yan. Okay. Paano nakapasok dito? Siyempre, hindi mo mabagbabawalan ang isang tao na pumunta sa Pilipinas para magpunta dito kung wala siyang ginagawang bawal sa batas. Diba? They are welcome here to come as tourists. But if they were to investigate, or if they will investigate, then they have to ask the permission of the government to formally investigate po. Hindi po nila ginawa. Kaya nga sabi ng ating mahal na sekretaryo, respeto naman. Big contact us. Okay. Rimulyan will not make a public statement kung chismis lang po ito. Okay. Pwedeng tama, nandito na sila. Pero ang point po ni Secretary Rimulya is kailangan ng respeto. Okay. Particularly po ay Article 87 part na illegal na they themselves will violate their status. Maniwala kayo? I am not familiar with the statutes po. Pero malinaw po ang sabi ng ito. Malinaw po ang sabi ng secretary, kailangan ng respeto, kailangan they should contact po ang Justice Department na hindi po nila ginawa. Okay. Naiyan naman ako sa status ni Roque. Sana nauna yung verification of Rocky's statement. Kaya nga sabi ko nga, huwag maniniwala kung video lang unless po ay substantiated po by media. So far, wala pong substantiation or validation ng media tungkol sa pagdating ng ICC. Puro aligasyon. Kaya nga, huwag magtiwala. Magantay ng resibo. Kaya nga yun ang pinaglalaban ko. Kung video lang po, huwag tayo maniniwala. Okay, that's the end po. Yeah, of course, chismoso si Roque. Pakita niya ang ebidensya na nandito ang ma-ICC na formally investigating po yung kaso ni Pprrd. Ang palagay ko lang po, ito po, masakit man sabihin, ito po ang ginagawa ni Harry Roque. Ginagawa niya to make the DDS supporters to side with him because he has national politics in his mind. He is hoping that all the DDS supporters are with him. Diba? Politicians will do anything, will lie, cheat in order to win. Okay, that's my Okay. Kaya nga, bakit isa pa nga, magaganda ang mga point nyo. Basa mo lahat ng mga pro, con. Ayaw ko nang makipag-discussion. Bakit walang sagot si Harry Roque sa sinabi ni Justice Secretary Remulla? Inaantay ko ang sagot ni Roque. Duda ko kay Remulla, mukhang naglaba yan kung ganyang statement dahil booking. Opinion ulit ang sinasabi mo. Pero you will not make a formal statement na contrary to the wishes of Pbbm. Kasi ultimately, it will tatamaan si Pbbm kung mali po ang sinasabi ni Secretary Remulla. Okay, wag na tayong magtalo dyan kung walang resibo. Ang resibo ay malinaw. Walang respeto ang ICC sa Pilipinas. Okay, hindi po ako nagsabi niya. Basahin ulit natin ang headline po. Respeto naman, Remulla tells ICC. Yun lang. Tama na po ang ating diskusyon. Kasi kung puro opinion po ang ating diskusyon na wala namang resibo, wala tayong patutunguhan. So I respect your opinion. Okay. Despite my presenting evidence, bahala na kayo kung you do not agree with my analysis po. Pero kadalasan, sino ba ang tumatama sa analysis? Tanong ko.
Okay, good night, everyone. I'm logging off.
Okay. Thank you, Director. Again, naka-mask po ako kasi I lost my front teeth. It will take me about 6 months to produce my own gun. So, bye. Okay. Thank you po. Respeto daw. Ibig sabihin, andito pag nag-imbita ka. Pero hindi po pinanti. Malinaw po. Wala silang pahintulot po. Kasasabi nila ng secretary na they will not cooperate po. Imbestiga lang sila. Maski ilang beses sila mag-imbestiga, wala po yung visa. Kasi hindi po sila pinanghintulutan ng ating gobyerno. Okay, bye. That's the end.